Welcome to CBN4's Primetime News. I am your presenter, Sheena Harry. First off in our news, the 3-day Serve Safe Food Protection Manager training has concluded and by all accounts was a tremendous success. The workshop was co-sponsored by the Ministry of Health and Environment and the Caribbean Development Bank. Facilitator Julie Ann Loda said that although the workshop was successful, there is still work to be done.
To say that this particular group was very interesting, interactive, and passionate about learning, so it made our job as facilitators very easy. What I want to implore the participants to do when they go back, for the food companies participating, they have an action plan that they need to action, right?
Loda stressed that this certification is not limited to Dominica, but has a broader scope.
Certification allows you, when you get your certificates, to move beyond the region and even in North America in terms of food service industry, anywhere in the food service industry. So it's a very important certification.
According to Loda, she expects that using the wealth of knowledge they have acquired, food managers will make improvements in techniques and food safety systems, hopefully within the next 6 months. And Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Environment, Ivor Stevenson, says that he expects food managers and inspectors in the health department, to work together to promote food safety here in Dominica. Stevenson made his comments at the closing ceremony of the 3-day Serve Safe Food Protection Manager training.
The whole question of food safety, and especially as it comes to food inspection by inspectors, it's not really about an inspection, but really about a partnership between the staff, the inspectors, and the managers of food establishments.
Stevenson encouraged food managers to use the knowledge that they have acquired at the workshop to supervise their own staff and to teach them the importance of food safety.
Yourself. And in that way you will see a total improvement of your food establishments, and in so doing you will see a reduction in the possibilities of food infection or foodborne illnesses that we may eventually have.
And that was Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Environment, Ivor Stevenson. Also making our news headlines, as Dominica joins the rest of the world in celebration of the World TB Day 2016, Minister for Health Kenneth Daru, in his speech, says that according to the World Health Organization, the aim to end the TB epidemic by 2030 is achievable. Here's Shanna Esprit.
Sheena, this year's theme is to unite to end TB. Tuberculosis, commonly known as TB, is a bacterial infection that can spread through the lymph nodes and bloodstream to any organ in the body. It is most often found in the lungs. Most people who are exposed to TB never develop symptoms because the bacteria can live in an inactive form in the body.
TB is spread from one person to another through the ear. Thus, when a lung-infected TB patient coughs, sneezes, or spits, they propel the TB germs into the ear, and one needs to inhale only a few of these germs to become infected. When a person develops active TB, the symptoms such as cough, fever, night sweats, weight loss, etc. may be mild for many months, leading to delays in seeking care, thus resulting in the possibility of transmission of the bacteria to others. People ill with TB can infect up to 10-15 other people through close contact over the course of a year. Without proper treatment, up to 2/3 of people with TB will die. TB is curable, but early detection is critical in the prevention of the spread of TB.
Daru also revealed that by the year 2014, that 9.6 million people worldwide fell ill from TB, resulting in 1.5 million deaths. It was also the leading cause of death in HIV-positive patients in 2015, Daru noted.
The incident rate of TB in Dominica, 9.8 per 100,000 people, is the lowest among Caribbean islands. But despite this low rate, we will continue our efforts to find and treat latent TB infection and TB disease. Globally, every year, more than 3 million people who fall ill with TB passed unnoticed on the healthcare radar systems. Thus, one can very well imagine the danger they pose to themselves and others by not getting the services they need and deserve.
According to the Minister of Health, the government of Dominica embraces the concept of universal health coverage as it has a direct impact on the health population and is a critical component of sustainable development. Darrow assured that the Ministry of Health continues to ensure that patients who require further testing are tested and have received treatment.
Whilst we have had a few challenging cases, such as those with slow response to TB treatment and social issues, I must take this opportunity to commend our doctors and nurses for their tireless efforts in finding cases in the communities, as well as providing them with treatment and support. It is in this regard that we continue to demonstrate our political and social commitment for further progress in this fight.
The Minister of Health also stated that his ministry will continue to place focus on increasing knowledge as it pertains to people living with TB and TB-HIV. I'm Shanna Esprit reporting for CBN4 News.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has disclosed that the government of Dominica is holding discussions with the Dominica Agricultural, Industrial and Development Bank on 3 new portfolios. And this involves the bank financing farmers so that they can invest in livestock farms, a special facility for serious musicians in Dominica, and the third venture aims to assist businesses in the hospitality industry.
One has to do with financing for farmers to invest in livestock farms in the country, particularly with chicken and pigs, to supply the abattoir. And of course, I know that the Ministry of Agriculture and the Cabinet are engaging themselves in discussions to see how best to go about making those funds available to ensure that we are able to take advantage of the abattoir and critically reduce on the import bill of meats, chicken parts and pig parts to Dominica.
The Prime Minister further expounded on the second portfolio, which includes a special facility for serious musicians.
The second facility which we are discussing within the government system is a special facility for serious, and I underscore the word serious, musicians in Dominica. I think, and I've been discussing with musicians in Dominica, up to yesterday I met with the representative body, and they'll be engaging with funds from the government on a couple training, bringing some international experts to train our local musicians on the art form. Because I believe that there is much more we can benefit from our musicians. But there are things that they have to pay particular attention to, especially in regards to professionalism of the art form and the way they conduct their business.
And the third facility that the government hopes to engage the bank on is a special facility to assist existing hotels, guest houses and restaurants to improve their properties.
But again, there must be conditions. It cannot be look money and don't account for it. When you come, you have to come with proper documents and proper plans and a clear vision and a clear mission of what you want to do with your existing property. Because the bank is not a welfare department. The bank is a financial institution. And the bank must respect international financial jurisprudence and so forth, and the way it conducts its business. And not because it is a government entity, it must relax its jurisprudence responsibility. The fiduciary responsibility of the bank must continue to respect if it is going to be part of the financial system of Dominica and indeed the Caribbean.
The Prime Minister expressed his gratitude to the board for its leadership that it continues to provide to the bank. Authorities have been cautioning motorists for some time now about the dangerous road conditions near Dublin. But CBN4 learned earlier that a bus has overturned in that area, going off the roadway where the erosion occurred. The erosion first began as a result of Tropical Storm Erica, but was worsened with the recent heavy rainfall. Parliamentary representative for the constituency, Catherine Danielle, along with the MP from Portsmouth, Ian Douglas, and a team of experts visited the site and did an assessment. CBN4 has learned that the bus was being driven by Charlie Lewis of Salisbury, a mechanic by trade who transports students to and from the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School. Reports indicate that his daughter was also on board. CBN4 will continue to keep you posted. Also in the news, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit says electoral reform is on the cards for his government. Skerrit stated that the Dominica Labour Party government has submitted recommendations to the Electoral Commission for its review, and the Commission will decide on the way forward. The Labour Party has spent time with its lawyers and legal advisors and prepared each position on electoral reform, Skerrit explained. According to the Prime Minister, a lot of hard work and time was dedicated in engaging lawyers and reviewing the proposed amendments and giving them the policy framework within which the government would like to operate. And the Prime Minister also added that he expects every political party interested in the electoral reform to submit its own views on the subject. The talent, creativity, and intelligence of Dominica's youth is on display once again as a pair of young men are looking to change the entertainment industry. Here's Shanna Esprit to explain.
Two young Dominican men are aiming to innovate the event advertising industry and create opportunity for others. They have created a mobile app, Link Up, which promises to centralize event information for the masses and give event promoters a new way of getting their events out there. Iris Tuse and Daniel Pond have been in development of this mobile app since last year, using the latest technology available and getting information, trying to make something of value for Dominicans. The duo informed that they made the app because it was difficult figuring out what was going on in Dominica. Recently, the app was submitted to World Summit Youth Award 2016, an award initiated in 2003 in the framework of the UN World Summit on the Information Society. Participation in contests like this will allow Dominican talent to be showcased to the world. The mobile app is available in the Google Play Store, the Windows App Store, and the Apple App Store. The app features push notifications, easy navigation, and tells you which place has the most people by having the app on a phone. All posters submitted through the website.
And finally, Easter, also called a Pasch or Resurrection Sunday, is a festival and holiday celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, described in the New Testament as having occurred on the third day of his burial after his crucifixion by Romans at Calvary. And it is the culmination of the Passion of Christ, preceded by Lent, which is a 40-day period of fasting, praying, and penance. The week before Easter is called Holy Week, and it contains the days of the Easter Triduum, including Holy Thursday, which commemorates the Last Supper, as well as Good Friday, commemorating the crucifixion and death of Jesus. In Western Christianity, Eastertide, which is the Easter season, begins on Easter Sunday and lasts 7 weeks, ending with the coming of the 50th day, which is Pentecost Sunday. Don't forget that we will be bringing you broadcasts of the Holy Week services and masses for the next few days from the Rosa Cathedral. And as many of you plan your Easter holiday, we implore you to be cautious and to also spend some time in reflection. For those planning to attend festivities, we urge you to be responsible. The entire staff here at CBN4 wishes you a great Easter holiday.